I got a big episode here for you and a very important one. We're talking everything quarterbacks. I'm going to get you guys set because I get a lot of questions. Which quarterback should I draft? What's a late round quarterback I could draft? What do I do with the quarterback position, especially in a 2-quarterback league? In this episode, we're talking 5 big-time quarterback sleepers, and I'm going to add some strategy to it to answer some questions here for you guys so you guys are set at the quarterback position. Very important episode here today. Big one as we get closer to the fantasy football season. If you guys are excited about the season, drop a comment below. Love to get that excitement in there. On which quarterbacks you'd like. I want to make this super interactive, and also drop a like. Make sure you hit that like button and show your enthusiasm because I'm really pumped about this fantasy football season. Also, I have a gift for you guys. It's a gift that keeps on giving all season long. Head on over right now to Hooters.com or download the app. Use code FFC20 upon checkout. Save yourself $10 on an order of $30 or more on takeout or delivery, guys. Hooters is where I hang out. Hooters is what I like to eat during the game. Try their wings. Now, it does definitely enhance that game watching experience. Thursday night football, Sunday night football, Monday night football. Hooters.com. Head on over to the site, the code you want, and you can put this in your back pocket. Write it down so you have it all season long. When you're hungry, the code is FFC20, guys. That's FFC20 for fantasy football. Counts are 20 to save $10 on your order, delivery or takeout on order of $30 or more. Amazing food, good times at Hooters. Go order some right now. Let's dive into this show. I'm excited. We're talking quarterback sleepers, big time quarterback sleepers. Ready to dive in. Let's do it. All right, we are talking big-time quarterback sleepers. Let's dive into it. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. Show your passion. Show your enthusiasm. We are so close to fantasy football season. I'm over the moon excited. I'm bringing the energy. I always bring the energy all year round, but there's a different level of energy and excitement that I'm starting to feel as of late, and I'm pumped. And I'm super excited, and I'm ready to dive in and talk quarterbacks. Again, before I do, guys, get that 16-round draft solution. I've linked it below. Use code TUBE20. Save yourself 20% on the draft solution. That's TUBE20. Save yourself 20%. And remember, guys, Hooters.com. Download the app, and remember, the code is FFC20 to save yourself $10 on order of $30 or more on delivery and takeout. Put that in your back pocket, guys. Go get the Hooters app right now, or go to Hooters.com and the code you want to use and enhance that, eating experience, that game watching experience, FFC20. Save that all season long. You guys are set to save money. It's almost like having wings on me pretty much. All right, guys, order some wings at Hooters.com, FFC20. All right, let's dive into this, guys. First quarterback I love this year as a sleeper quarterback. We're talking big time sleeper here. Now, I want to talk about this. I want to do a fantasy football quarterback disclaimer. Okay. When I look at quarterbacks, I always anchor my team with an ace quarterback. And that's what I talk about in the 16-round draft. So if you have not got it, get it. I always anchor my team with an ace quarterback because with quarterbacks, and I talk about this when we're talking how-to videos and in my 16-round draft solution, and whenever I'm talking quarterbacks, with quarterbacks, we're able to project and see trends that we're unable to see with other positions where there's more volatility, a little more injury like running backs, and a little more, uncertainty and volatility with wide receivers, right? Especially rookie wide receivers that are coming in. We don't have anything to kind of go off. But when we're looking at quarterbacks, we have that certainty, and that's why you want to anchor your team with an ace quarterback. And there's a ton of great quarterbacks. From Justin Herbert, you get around round 4 to 5, or maybe a Russell Wilson, you want to get around 7, 8, right? So there's a ton of what's the word I'm trying to look for? Depth at quarterback, but you want those guys to have a lot of volume, that are going to get a lot of volume, that are going to get that opportunity and more certainty. So you always get that ace quarterback. Now, if you're in a 2-quarterback league, you got to be aware of this. They come off very early. I still tend to go robust RB, and then I still get some of these guys I'm going to mention, these big-time sleepers, and I still feel good with that, okay? I still feel good drafting those sleepers, guys, if I want to wait on quarterback, okay? I still feel good with them. Not as good as anchoring my team with an ace quarterback. So let's dive into it. The first quarterback I love here as a big-time sleeper is Mac Jones. Now, Mac Jones is one of those guys that he's Mr. Safe. He's Mr. Secure. He's not the guy that's going to, he's not going to wow me. He's not going to go like, oh, my God, I got Mac Jones. I feel phenomenal here. I feel great. Mac Jones is going to be that safety blanket, that guy that you can get later as a backup that's got that type of upside, that's got that type of security, that's going to be relatively efficient for you. Now, last year, guys, when I look at a guy like Mac Jones, he actually had a decent campaign, finished 18th amongst quarterbacks. Remember, this is his rookie year, okay? Had 521 attempts, 3801 in regards to passing yards, 22 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. So not bad for a rookie year. Again, finishing 18th amongst quarterbacks here. And this is a guy, again, whose wide receivers aren't the best, but he's with Bill Belichick. They've got a relatively potent offense. He's going to thrive with a good O-line. He's going to thrive in a great offense. So again, with Bill Belichick as the coach, nothing but success for the franchise quarterback for the New England Patriots, and you can get it for immense value. He's literally going undrafted in one quarterback leagues, and I'm not saying he's going to be your starter, but he could be. He could have that top 10 finish, but you're getting this guy as a backup to cover your bye weeks. Now, one thing I want to say, when you're in a one quarterback league, always go two quarterbacks. But if you're in a two quarterback league, always go three quarterbacks, okay? This is very important because you want to cover those bye weeks. You want to cover potential lack of performance, and you also, most importantly, want to cover potential injury. This is very important when you're drafting any quarterback. So a big-time sleeper this year that I like is Mac Jones, okay? Make sure you target him on your rosters. Make sure you consider him as a backup at best. And again, I like that ceiling potential. I like that efficiency. And again, pretty good numbers, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not the greatest, but not bad for a rookie coming in. So I'm kind of excited about him. You know, I like the opportunity there. You know, I like the potential efficiency. Is he going to have that massive high ceiling? Not really, but he's a big-time sleeper, immense value, and a backup. Okay, that's the first guy. Second guy here, I absolutely love this. He's an old GOAT. And again, am I over the top excited for him? Do I like him as a starter? Not really, but I like his weapons this year. I watched the first preseason game. The offense looked okay, but I liked what I'm seeing from the receivers just from initial glance. But the guy I'm talking about is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan had himself a bad year last year and still finished 19th amongst quarterbacks. That's where he's sitting right now on the current ADP of the Concheapsis, okay? Matt Ryan is in a position, guys, to thrive this year. When I say thrive, I mean good O-line. He's going to throw a lot. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns. He's got a lot of weapons. Matt Ryan is being completely slept on, again, going undrafted. You get him as a backup or a quarterback two in a two-quarterback league or a super flex. You've got yourself a guy that could finish top 10. This guy would finish top 5 this year, but the problem is there's just so much talent and so much depth at that quarterback position and a lot of quarterbacks that run the ball. Because there's so many quarterbacks that run the ball, you're basically running into a problem there. Not necessarily a problem, but in regards to just, you know, pure pocket passers like Matt Ryan, you're going to run into a problem where these guys are putting up rushing yards, right? Like your Pat Mahomes, your Dak Prescott, your Kyler Murrays, your, you know, Lamar Jacksons. There's so many of them that run the ball that, you know, the guys like Matt Ryan may not hit those type of pinnacle numbers. But I really feel it's going to be a great season for Matt Ryan. I think there's going to be a ton of passing yards, some ton of passing touchdowns, tons of time to throw the ball. Michael Pittman looks really solid in the couple catches that I saw. His yak looks amazing. His yards after catch looks like he's really, really grabbing the ball, running. We saw Alec Pierce, who's a big-time sleeper of mine at the wide receiver position, had a couple good grabs. Speedster, going to be a great weapon for him. We got Jelani Woods they've got in as a rookie tight end who's going to be a big red zone target. A little raw, but, you know, could be a great red zone target for Matt Ryan. So Matt Ryan's in a position where he could really succeed. 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions last year. Definitely going to be improving on that this year. Love myself some Matt Ryan in my draft as a backup quarterback with some upside, okay? Another big-time sleeper here, nothing exciting. Coming at number 3 is Jared Goff. Finished 24th last year amongst quarterbacks. 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It was his first year with the Lions. This year they've added Jameson Williams, who should get started and integrated into the season, weeks in or maybe a month into the season. He was banged up, right? And they've got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who looked pretty good in preseason, who I think really takes a step up this year. Now, DeAndre Swift looked good in the first preseason game. He's going to be catching the ball out of the backfield. But I love Jared Goff. I love the safety security blanket of him. Do I like him as my starter? Potentially. Not really, but in a 2-quarterback league as a second quarterback or as a great backup, you're going to get an efficient quarterback that I think will definitely improve on last year. Like I said, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown takes a step up. Jared Goff has an improved O-line. They got a decent O-line, more time to throw. He's out to make a statement. And again, I really think that the weapons are there, especially with Hawkinson and Amon-Ra and Swift as well. Well, I'm not really high on Swift, but again, I just think that there's enough weapons and enough rapport with that offense where I really think that Jared Goff is going to be a relatively solid quarterback. So again, Jared Goff, big time sleeper, again, going undrafted, that could be really efficient for you and definitely takes a step up from last season. So Jared Goff, okay? The other two are super high ceiling and super exciting quarterbacks that have that franchise capability and could really, really shine. And I'm giddy about them, and I'm actually thinking of getting their sports cards. Like literally, guys, there's so much upside with these guys, and there's so much excitement about them, and they could really be special. These two, super excited about as backups, but they come with risk. With upside comes risk, okay? And again, before I get into these two, make sure, again, you guys, write that code down. That's FFC20 for Hooters.com to save yourself $10 on your order on takeout and delivery up to $30, guys. Hooters.com, go download the app, and upon checkout, you save yourself $10, okay, guys? That's FFC20. And again, get the 16-round draft solution. I've linked it below to crush your leagues, guys. Use code TUBE20 to save on the 16-round draft solution. Two very important value props for you guys there. Make sure you guys take advantage of those discount codes because everything I offer you guys is of immense value. Okay, now let's get to these two big-time sleepers here at the quarterback position. Again, I'm bringing the energy all episode here for you guys. So give me some energy back and smash that thumbs up, guys. It's very important for the channel to get the message out to other people. And again, show your excitement, guys. Fantasy football is around the corner. Let's interact. Let's chat. Let's make it exciting. I've also got a Discord group below as well. Join the Discord, guys, for great chat, okay? Excited. I got Patreon group as well. Patreon.com/FFCounselor. Tons of great stuff, guys. I'm honestly giving you all the tools for you guys to thrive, okay? And also create that sense of community. So all the links are here below on YouTube, all right? Let's go. So the first major upside ceiling, big time quarterback sleeper is Justin Fields. Now, I understand the offense doesn't look sexy on paper, and I get it, right? They got, who do they got? Cole Kmet there. They've got Darnell Mooney, who looked good in the first preseason game. They look good. They connected really well. I have a friend who knows Justin Fields. I won't say who it is, but knows Justin Fields personally, and he knows Darnell Mooney, and he said these guys are really, really connecting off season. I think that these guys are completely being slept on. Am I overly excited about Justin Fields as my starter? Not necessarily, but this guy as a backup could really shine. Now, his first year, not the sexiest. 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, 1,870 yards. Now, he only had, 12 games started. Wasn't really the starter when the season started. Now he's going in with the team on his back. Justin Fields is a dynamic playmaker. He's versatile. He can run. He can catch. He can run, he can pass. Catch. He can probably catch too. But he can do it all. And I really think that this Darnell Mooney, Justin Fields connection is completely underrated. Darnell Mooney's a wide receiver one coming off in the 5th, 6th round. So there's immense value with him considering he's going to get the volume. They've got David Montgomery. They've got Khalil Herbert in the backfield. Got some decent options. Obviously, the offense isn't the most ideal offense, but we're talking about a guy who could really run with that offense in Justin Fields. Again, am I excited? No, but I like the value. This guy's going undrafted. This guy could be a top 10 quarterback if he goes off. And again, this is really risky when it comes to quarterback. Not so much with Mooney, but more with the quarterback. Because if he doesn't stay consistent with the passing touchdowns and he throws a lot of interceptions, that could hurt you, especially in leagues where interceptions are penalized. But again, Justin Fields could really take off this season. He's been given the keys to the castle here. He's got the talent. He's got the ability. He's got a new head coach. Again, Nagy's gone, so that burden is gone. That headache is gone. I really think there's some upside here with Justin Fields. It's something that could be special, but we don't know. It could be a guy he's actually a breakout. He's going to be on my breakout list. I'm going to do a breakout episode as well. Again, do I trust him as my starter? No. But a major upside QB sleeper that you can get later as a backup that could take off. All right, guys? Just, again, with that comes risk. The other guy, not as high ceiling potentially, my 5th guy here, but you're going to get more efficiency in my opinion. The guy I'm talking about is Davis Mills. Second pretty much most efficient rookie quarterback last year, was drafted in the 3rd round. If he had waited one more year in college, would have been the first overall quarterback taken, at least in the 2022 draft. But because he went a year earlier out of college, he was drafted in the 3rd round. The Texans believe in him. They had options, right? They're gonna try the waters with Davis Mills. Now, Davis Mills last year, relatively efficient, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, but what happened is, guys, the last stretch of the season, his passer rating went up, his touchdown interception ratio went up, and his wins went up. He started winning games near the end, even beating the Chargers in one game and giving the Tennessee Titans a run in one of the last games of the season last year. Davis Mills looked legit, okay? He's more than just a guy with a long neck and a guy in the pocket that throws. He's pretty mobile as well. He's got amazing work ethic. He's strong. Now, the only problem is I don't know how good his weapons are. I really think Nico Collins takes a step up this year as a solid wide receiver too, and a wide receiver sleeper I like this year. Brandon Cooks is going to be his primary target, and we saw some upside with Dameon Pierce. So they've got some weapons that aren't as exciting as, let's say, Derek Carr's weapons or someone like that, but you are getting a guy who is ready to make a statement, is ready to take the team on his back, going in similar to Justin Fields with the keys to the castle as a starter. And he's got, a season, he's got that, what do I say? Him and Fields have kind of worked out their bugs their first, rookie season. Now they got the opportunity to really shine. They've had the offseason to train. They're in training camp. They've built out their rapport with the offense. Davis Mills is a guy that actually kind of excites me. A guy that, again, I want to buy his rookie cards. Maybe I'll buy a couple. Maybe there's a potential breakout there, right? So Davis Mills, Justin Fields, the last two guys, big time quarterback sleepers. All right, guys? So there you have it. Mac Jones, Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, Davis Mills, and Justin Fields completely being slept on. And all these guys could finish top 10, top 12. I mean, not all of them, but there's potential for these guys to crack the top 10 anyway. And you're literally getting them for free and showing how much depth there is at the quarterback position. You're going to get some really good production of all these guys. The most volatile out of these guys is probably going to be definitely Justin Fields for sure. All right, guys, I think there's more volatility. The other guys, kind of what you see is what you get, and you're getting efficiency out of all the other guys. Justin Fields, that wild card upside kind of guy that I'm really, really going to be watching, and I'm really excited to see how he performs. And I think he's lacking weapons as well that could make him better, similar to Davis Mills. But this is another reason why this season is so exciting, because there's so much uncertainty with guys like, Fields and Mills. We're going to see what they're going to do. Even Tua, right? We're going to see what he has to do this year. There's Trevor Lawrence. Is he going to take a step up this year? Very, very exciting year. I'm pumped, all right? So smash a thumbs up, guys. Click subscribe. Get 16 rounds. And remember that code, FFC20, Hooters.com. Save yourself $10 on order of 30 more on takeout and delivery, guys. Go do that right now, or write the code down when you're hungry, all right? Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. And we're so close to Fantasy Football 2022. Almost around the corner. It's almost here. I'm excited. We'll talk soon.